Here we are. Disney Villainous bonus video Jafar. This is the last of the green box playthroughs. So we start making sure we have our fate die, where 1 and 6 are used to fade me. So you'll probably see them lots. We also have, where'd you go? Number 3, on the turn that I will win, number 3 gets added to the mix. We have our counter, we have our figure, we have our board, we have a lock token, we have a game to play. So let's get into this. Starting with 4 cards in our hand, and away we go. Okay, I'm going to start by going here, collecting 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend 1 to play out a Palace Guard. I'm then going to spend 0 to play Necessary Sacrifice. Discard any ally or item under your control and gain 3 power. So I'm going to discard the Palace Guard and gain 3 power. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to retrieve the one I lost. And that's going to end my turn. That was turn 1. We're going to be going into turn 2. Got the die. And ha! That was a 3. Stopped it from rolling. Too far. I'm going to draw up to 4 cards. And I'm going to begin my turn. Now, before I do, just wanted to remind everybody, I need to have the lamp at Sultan's Palace and Jafar on my side of the board and start the turn and win. Or to win. Alright. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 1 and spend 1. I'm going to play Scrying. Choose either item or ally. Reveal cards from the top of the deck until you have found a card of the chosen type. Put that card into your hand. Discard the rest. I'm going to say item. We have an Iago. We have a Scrying. We have a Deception. Scimitar. That has to go into my hand. Discard the rest. I am then going to discard 3 cards from my hand and fate and say the number 6. So number 6 cannot be used against me and end my turn. So we go to turn 3 as I roll. 2, no fate. I'm going to draw up to 4 cards, making a lot of noise while doing so. Oh, I should probably clear that up, because I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to collect 3. And 3. I'm going to spend 1 to play Scrying. Say item. Ally. Effect. Giant Hourglass. Discarding the rest. I'll get rid of this time. I'm going to pay 1 to play out a Giant Hourglass. I'm going to put it here for safekeeping. And I'm going to end my turn. So we go to turn, I think it was 4, and roll the die. 2, no fate. Draw up to 4 cards. And I'm going to go over here. I'm going to collect 1 power. I'm going to discard my entire hand. I'm going to fate and say the number 1. And end my turn. That was a nice quick turn. And 2. Again, no fate. Draw up to 4 cards. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 3. I'm going to spend none to play Necessary Sacrifice. Getting rid of this item so I can gain 3 power. And I'm going to end my turn, because I'm not getting any cards I really want. 1. I get faded. All right. There we go. I'm going to play Genie. I'm going to play him here because I'm asked to play as an actual opponent. So cutting off half of the location I keep going back to. So that's that and that's that. I get to draw up to 4 cards. So I get to draw 1. And I'm going to begin my turn by going over here, collecting 1. I'm just going to discard my entire hand and end my turn. Roll the die. 1. I get faded again. Back-to-back fates. All right. I have to use this. I use Wish. I attach it to a hero, and that hero gets +2 strength. Gonna draw up to 4. And end my turn. Or sorry, begin my turn. I'm going to play here. I'm going to say 6 in Fate, so 6 can't be used against me. And pay 2 to play Gaston. When he is banished, or vanquished, or used in a vanquish action, I can pull a item card out of my discard and put it into my hand. That's going to end my turn. Only 2 cards left in my deck. Both of those cards I need. Ah, I said 6. No fate. I'm going to draw up to 4 cards. My goodness, I lied. Going to play here. Going to get my 1 power. I'm going to discard 3 cards from my hand. I'm going to fate and say the number 6. Now, I only have 2 cards left in my, 3 cards left in my deck. I'm going to shuffle my discard pile before we end the turn. So how's everybody doing? I know there's a few kind of big tournaments coming up for Lorcana. Anyone who's taken place in those, I wish you the best of luck. End the turn. So we do this. We roll. 1. Yeah, I get faded. Because I said 6, didn't I? Oh. Alright. Gotta be a good opponent. So I'm going to use Wish again. Making Jafar, or Genie's strength higher. I'm going to grab those last 3 cards. And I'm going to begin my turn. Going to go here. I'm going to grab 3, spend 3. I'm going to play Scarab Pendant. When Scarab Pendant is played, unlock the Cave of Wonders. At the end of each turn, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. So I'm just going to play it here so we know it's there. But the Cave of Wonders is now unlocked. And that's going to end my turn. We roll. That is a 6. I get faded. Again. I'm going to discard that one so I can play Jasmine. I'm going to play it to the Palace. When Jafar draws cards at the end of each turn, he draws 1 less. So as soon as I get to have 5 cards, I go right back down to 4. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 2, spend 2, so I can play the Magic Lamp, which goes here, which brings Genie over to the Cave of Wonders, as messy as that is. I'm then going to use the move to move the lamp over. Going to end my turn. Going to turn 11, roll a 2. No fate. bring my cards up to 4. And I'm going to go here for my turn. I'm going to collect 3. I'm going to spend 0 to play. Oh, sorry. I'm going to pay 1 to play Scrying, which is the reveal cards until you get something. I'm going to say ally. Item. Ally. I got a Razgul. Get rid of that card. I'm going to pay 3 to play Razul to the palace. And I'm going to end my turn. Do that and roll. Ah, 3. No fate. Because I'm not winning on this turn. Going to draw up to 4. I'm going to go here so I can use Vanquish, which is going to get rid of Razul and Jasmine. I'm going to tap, or not tap, spend 2 to play out a Snake Staff, which sits in play. I can activate it and pay 1 power, and put a Hypnotize that is in my discard pile into my hand. And I'm going to end my turn. So we flip, we roll. 6. A fate. Okay, I'm going to play Narrow Escape, which lets a card from the fate discard pile be played. Going to play Jasmine back. So I still don't get to go to 5 cards. That's going to end my turn. Oh, sorry, that's going to end that fate. So I get to draw. Sure. I'm going to play here. I'm going to collect 3. I'm going to spend 2. Just spend for 2 palace cards. There's my 1 that I get. And I'm going to end my turn. Reflip. Reroll. 2. So no fate. I draw up to 2 cards. Just going to go over here. Vanquish to get rid of Jasmine again. Spend 1 to play an Hourglass. To here. And end my turn. Turn 15. Roll. That is a 6. It's another fate. Let's see. Does Jasmine come back into play again? Okay. I'm going to use Crushing Blow, which lets me discard an ally with a strength of 3 or less, which means he gets to go away, which means an item from my discard pile can go into my hand. And I do. Get to put a Scimitar into my hand. Then I would draw up to, oh wait, I can draw up to 5 cards. Haha. Yay. Okay. I'm going to go here to collect 1. Discard all 5 cards from my hand. I'm going to say 1, so 1 can't fate me. Ha. That is a 2, so I don't get fated. Get to draw up to 5 cards. And continue the turn. I need to look at the strength of Genie, because he gets +2, so he's at 10. Okay. I need to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to activate the Hourglass, which lowers the strength of heroes at this location by 2. Which means he's now an 8 strength. I'm going to pay 8 to play Hypnotize, which puts Genie to my side of the board, getting rid of those wishes. And I'm going to play a Scimitar and put it on Genie, giving him a +1 strength. It's going to end my turn. I'm going to clean this up, and we'll flip, roll. 1. I get faded. Can't play Wish because there's no more heroes, so I get to play Raja. I'm going to put him here because it's the place I keep going to. When Jasmine's in play, Raja gets a +2 strength. I get to draw 2 cards to get me up to 5. I'm going to go here. I'm going to collect 2. I'm going to move the lamp over 1. I'm going to discard the 5 cards from my hand, and I'm going to end the turn. We are at turn 17. Roll the die. 4, no fate. Draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go here, collect 3, but I'm going to spend 2 to play Ha Snake Am I, which will allow me to defeat a hero with a strength of 4 or less at Jafar's location. Goodbye, Raja. And that's going to end my turn. Turn 18. Getting close. Roll. That is a 1. Oh no. So, I have to shuffle the Fate discard pile. You see, this is how you know when the dice are being mean. When you actually have to shuffle your Fate deck. So, are you all enjoying your day? Like, Gaston was mean. I wasn't expecting Jafar's deck to be, or Jafar's luck to be mean. But, here we are. Alright. Here we go. I play a boo, which means the lamp goes to a boo. I have to defeat a boo to get the lamp back. I get to draw up to 5. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to collect 2 and spend 2 to play Hypnotize. Because Abu is only a strength of 2, I get to move him down here. So he is now an ally, and the lamp comes with him. I'm going to use move to move the lamp over, so it is now at the location I need it to be. I'm going to not do anything else and say I end my turn. We go to turn 19, which means 1, 6, and 3 can be used to fate me because I have game at the start of my next turn. Turn 19. And 3. I get fated. I don't remember who can be used to stop me, but I know I got rid of one of them. So let's find out. I win. Carpet goes into play, and I have to defeat him before I can defeat any other heroes, and a wish. And that would have just been used to power up a hero. So that was a close game, but I took the W with Jafar. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. That was the last, at least should be, the last video from the green box. I have one more bonus video because I still have to do the Hades playthrough. Other than that, keep your eyes open for Wednesday's Villainous Wednesday, where we will be going through and playing the Horned King. No one seems to want to see Lady Tremaine, so I gotta do what you guys want, right? That brings us to the end of the night. Enjoy your evenings, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a Lorcana short.